What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode of our Pokemon TCG Pocket, and in today's episode, guys, we're looking at Guzzlord EX. Now, Guzzlord is one of the thickest basic HP Pokemon we have seen. The only other one that is as bulky as this is the late great Wishy-Washy EX, but this Guzzlord is very, very competitive. Grindcore is a 2 energy attack for 30 damage. That also is effectively a Team Rocket Grunt every single turn. This has a number of disruptive things about it that can be splashed in any deck because it's colorless. 170 HP is one of the highest HP stats of any basic in the game, and really there's only a handful of Pokemon that even eclipse 170 in 1 or 2 stage Pokemon. So this Pokemon is able to really sit there, sponge hits, disrupt your opponent. But the one thing is that it has a 4 retreat cost. Its other big move is Tyrannical Hole, which unfortunately has become a meme a little bit, but for 3 dark energy and 1 colorless, you're able to do 120 damage. This is kind of its finishing move. You know, Grindcore is going to really slow the game down for your opponent, and then until you can build up to 4 energy and start hitting for 120. So the deck that I have built today uses a couple of new cards and all Ultra Beasts. We are rocking out with Nihilego, which has a very cool effect that poison damage does 10 extra for each one on the field. So if you have 2 Nihilegos and your opponent is poisoned from the poison barb that we're going to be using today, technically they take 30 damage from poison every single turn. This makes Guzzlord's low attack on its Grindcore a little bit more effective. When you're playing Nihilego, you do 30 damage, poison your opponent, and then you do another 30 damage in that damage. So it's about a 60 attack move for 2, which is fairly okay. And then but it's a 1 retreat cost, and it's more of like a bench support Pokemon for you. But then we also have Celesteela, which has the Thrusters ability, which can basically allow Ultra Beasts to switch around for free. This doesn't count as a retreat, it just switches your active Pokemon to bench, and so there are some situations with Celesteela that, you know, you're not actually switching, so like you don't lose the energy onto it, which is really nice. But you're still able to kind of have an attack. It's 3 for 100. That does flip a coin to do nothing or 100. So it's not the most consistent attacker. Basically, you have Guzzlord is your ideal lead in all situations. But at the end of the day, as long as you have 1 Celesteela on the field, you're kind of able to switch around things, and then you're trying to play a 1-1-2 line. You're not generally wanting to play both Guzzlords, but with the amount of HP, if you can just get 2 Guzzlords and a Celesteela and a Nihilego, like, you're still doing fairly okay. We're only rocking 6 Pokemon, so 2 Pokeballs and a communication is more than enough support to get this going, but we actually extended a little bit further. The consistency is really what's needed. So we are playing Poison Barb, so more than just Nihilego is able to poison your opponent. We're playing one of the Beastites. Basically, Beastite is a permanent boost depending on how many points you've scored. So if you scored a point and you only have to get 2 more points for your opponent, basically it's a Giovanni on whatever Pokemon you have, as long, like, every single turn. It's an item, so it stays on your, it's a tool, so it stays on your Pokemon. It's a 10 boost every single turn. This makes Grindcore now become a 40 power move. You know, this makes Tyrannical Hole 130. And then if you have 2 points, it's double that, so it's a red every single turn. That's more consistent. Obviously, it only works with Ultra Beast, so Nihilego or Guzzlord is really the only target that you're going to put onto this. You want to Poison Barb the things that you want to be defensive switches for things, so that you can get that rolling. 2 Professor's Research, we're playing 1 of Cyrus and Sabrina, although the one problem with this is that Sabrina and Cyrus, when you're playing with Poison, unfortunately the poison goes away if you switch out the active, right? So you need to be very, very careful about it. Realistically, you're playing Sabrina for defensive switches, and you're playing Cyrus to pick up a KO on something that you really need to pick up a KO on. Iono gives you a little bit more consistency along with communication. Basically, this is the full package of consistency cards in the game at the moment. We're also playing one red on top of the beast Beastite to do a little bit more damage, and then we're playing 2 Lucamine, which Lucamine is a really cool effect where basically if something gets knocked out, as long as your opponent has 1 knockout point on you, you can take 2 energy from your discard pile and attach it to another Ultra Beast. So this can get Celesteela online for 1 energy commitment. You potentially do that 100 on a coin flip. If you have 2 energy on Guzzlord, you can get Tyrannical Hole online. And then you can also fully charge an Nihilego from the bench for nothing. So basically it's Dawn. It's kind of like Dawn and Volk. Well, it's Volkner basically for Ultra Beasts. But the biggest difference is that you can actually target every Pokemon you have instead of just Luxray or Electivire. So that's sort of kind of my build on the Ultra Beasts. So let's hop into a few games just to kind of show it off and see what we can do. Okay, so we're here for game number 1. Let's see what we can do. We're going up against Fire. Going up against Fire. I guess I need to play Guzzlord start here. I can save the Nihilego in my hand. Ooh, this is Magmar. Okay. We actually get both Nihilegos. And we get double Celesteela. So we get all of our Pokemon out early. I think we just end our turn. I don't think there's a real reason to do this right now. We could have even not played Professor's Research right now. Okay, so a slow build into a Charizard, I guess, is what we're going to see. This one loses energy, right? To do 80 and then discard 2 energy. Okay. That's a completely dead Pokeball in my hand. I don't actually know what to do in this situation, honestly. I honestly think I want to Iono here. Maybe I do this, and then I Iono here. And I got a Poison Barb, which is actually what I needed to have happen. So I think I'm okay with this turnout. And then I can Pokeball this, get it out of my hand. And then I can pick up the second Guzzlord and second Celesteela. And then in my turn like this. Now my opponent is taking 30 damage from poison. Plus, I'll be able to attack. And plus, I've thinned my deck out quite a bit. We're at 9 cards. My opponent's at 11. Okay, so this is kind of just a throwaway build, I guess. Because now you have no energy attached to you either. And now I don't even really need to do anything. Like, I'm sort of kind of just fine here. Grind core this. Don't even worry about it. Alright. But yeah, my opponent is just done in the water here. Like, if you attack me, you lose. Almost on the spot. You'll take 30 damage, and then I don't even need to attack you the next turn. And Guzzlord just kind of solos it. And I'll actually just switch out here like this. It's not even really a necessary thing to do, but my opponent just concedes. So GG's to my opponent. And I will take that first W. So let's hop into another game and see what we can do. All right, so game number 2, going second. Going against Psychic in this one, so we're actually in a pretty good spot if we can just get any of our Pokemon that we need to get going here. Comfey is an interesting lead choice here. 2 energy attack, so at least we're not getting punished in this situation. It'd be really nice if I could top deck another basic here, either with top decking or research. Nihilego, Comfey. Possibly a great situation for me. Nihilego, Guzzlord, Poison Barb. That's what you want to see. Okay, so we're good here. And there's Poison Barb on my opponent too. Okay. Double Nihilego. Okay. Works for me. We're just gonna grab that Pokeball though. Okay, so we get Guzzlord. I'm gonna do this. And honestly, I think I'm just sticking energy on this. I'm gonna save everything else. You can't attack me next turn, and nothing happens if... Yeah, nothing happens at all, so... Okay, we get a second Nihilego ourselves. I'm just gonna continue to put energy on this. I'm gonna maybe try to force a Sabrina out of this, maybe. If I stick to the poison on... this Celesteela here. And we're kind of in a similar situation. You have to Sabrina to not get poisoned yourself. Oh, actually, Comfey doesn't get status, so we actually need to do this. So I'm good. We'll sit here on this. We'll sit here on this. That's fine with me. And the turn. Not even thinking about that. Oh, they're actually running dual energy, so they can actually have their Nihilegos attack. There's a Giratina. But yeah, next turn, I'm going to Tyrannical Hull. You shouldn't be set up fast enough. I can switch out Guzzlord, get rid of the poison on myself. I think I'll be fine here. I'll actually have a point so that I can Beastite here. Going straight into Giratina is a choice. It is a choice. Okay. So I can just do this. I now have 4 energy attachments. I can't Sabrina if I want to. But I think I just Ultra Thruster. Do this. And I could Grindcore, but I could also just do this. Do a ton of damage. It's not like you can be set up to attack next turn. I mean, you'll be able to do 30 with that, but I knock out anything else that you want to send my way. Nothing is one-shotting a Guzzlord. And if I start getting a point, I do extra damage on top of whatever's happening. Yeah, you're gonna Leaf out here. Okay, that's fine. Leaf is fine. I'm gonna have to be careful and play around it, but I can definitely do it. I can Sabrina as well. You're gonna red card me. Okay, that changes a little bit, but not a lot. I get the Beastite right back. And I actually get Cyrus, so I'm gonna be able to actually just finish this off right now. Okay. So, Cyrus is back up. I think having a second Nihilego ready to attack is probably just the way to go about this. And doesn't really matter, just Tyrannical Hole here. Okay, so the big threat is gone, and I'm still not poisoned, so I think this is really big. And they're gonna send out a Nihilego who can't attack, and does get one shot. I don't know if they have anything else in their deck that doesn't just auto-lose here. Oh, they have a second Giratina. I mean, it's over, right? You'd have to switch into Giratina right here to not just lose the game on the spot. So, which is what they're doing. Okay. So they want to live to fight another day, but here is the ultimate card with this. Is that I have the Beastite in hand to just be able to get a one-shot here. Beastite. Don't even need to attach the energy. Tyrannical Hole, 160. GG's. Alright, so 2 very good games here. Really got to show off Nihilego, Buzzwole, Celesteela. There's definitely other ways to play this, right? Like, you could actually add in an entire poison lineup, right? Like, you could add in, what's it called? You could definitely add in a Naganadel. You could add in other things like that. I just think this is the most compact, efficient way to play Poison right now. You could very easily see Guzzlord and Celesteela be replaced with Darkrai Giratina, and have that kind of combination with the Poison Barbs. This deck is very flexible, very, very fun. So yeah, that's kind of my highlight for you today. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys in the next one.